the Volvo Ocean Race for me is the perfect business platform. And of course, it's also a great race around the world. So it's everything in one package.
Volvo's ownership of this event is completely unique. Volvo has been not only a sponsor, a title sponsor of the race, but they've been the owner and the organizer of the event, owning the company that's organizing the race. And that in itself is a very, very unique setup.
From a global perspective, for our customers, building the brand in a fantastic way. It's almost too good to be true to have the possibility to build a brand like this.
For me, that work with a brand was wonderful to see these people saying, I'm going to Volvo, not going to Volvo Ocean Race or going to race.
In 1973, the world's first fully crewed round-the-world yacht race begun. Known then as the Whitbread, the race would continue to grow, and after 6 editions of the iconic race, spanning 25 years, Whitbread decided to put the race up for sale in 1997.
So at Volvo we had been sponsoring equestrian, horse jumping and dressage since 77 in the World Cup until 97. And we said it's time to change and find something new for our customers and our brand. And we said we need something clean, something global, something dynamic. It all started with the CEO of Volvo, Leif Johansson, received a letter from Whitbread. I got this letter, I got this task at Corporate Finance. So I really started to explain that yes, I will look upon those numbers. Volvo was attracted to invest in a sailing event due to some core values in the sport itself, like it's clean, it's dynamic. But in this race we also get the adventure, which attracts people. Also high technology, teamwork, leadership, all values that we can combine into a great communication for our brand. And we started a negotiation for 2 months in May 97. In the middle of the summer we issued a press release. Volvo takes over Whitbread.
En unik möjlighet att göra Volvos varumärke riktigt välkänt i över 180 länder.
It was still called the Whitbread. We said it's a start in 3 months' time, in September. So let's be just the trophy sponsor. So it was called Whitbread Around the World for the Volvo Trophy, 97-98.
The 97-98 Whitbread Round the World Yacht Race for the Volvo Trophy.
And we sailed around the world, we learned a little bit, and 1st of May 98 in Annapolis, we revealed the new name, Volvo Ocean Race. We started the utilization process, how to use the race, by setting up a utilization committee.
Volvo event, they started a core group with representatives from the Volvo companies, Volvo group of companies. We met to start discussing what type of presence we should have, what type of exhibition, what type of utilization we should do, and how we would represent our company and brand-wise in the different stopovers.
We set up 3 goals to utilize the race. So brand exposure, relationship marketing, and internal motivation. So at the beginning of the race side of things, the ambition, the vision was to grow and to have an increased media attention, more journalists coming into the race village, more TV channels, more newspapers. That was really set out to be a target. Also to increase gradually the number of guests coming in, public, but also our corporate guests.
Well, I think the first thing was to have a brand exhibition. That's what we worked with initially. For us it was very important that each company could profile themselves properly, so it wasn't just one Volvo. What it did was that it actually brought the representatives from the companies in the host countries together as well, which was a very nice side effect.
It was very difficult in the beginning because nobody heard about the Volvo Ocean Race. And it was very difficult to attract people to come together, to come on board with us, partners and media, because it was quite new.
And then I realized that if you want to utilize this, you need to involve your dealers and give them first a real race experience. And then you get the shift from what has sailing to do with trucks. From this is not just about sailing, this is about speed, adventure and power. And if you try to sell speed, adventure and power to a customer, then he gets connected.
For us, the small Volpenta, but with Volvo Group in the back, taking the responsibility for the full project, there was absolutely an amazing possibility to arrange good customer events.
Det är ju en fantastisk känsla. Va? Vi har hållit på i flera år faktiskt och planerat. Och jag tror att jag sa för ungefär 1,5 år sedan att vi hade en vision av hur det här skulle kunna bli. Men man måste erkänna att verkligheten har överträffat alla förväntningar.
Under the Volvo ownership, the race now took place every 3 years. After the inaugural Volvo Ocean Race in 2001 and a second in 2005, Volvo decided it was time to take the race to even greater heights.
In 2007, we recruited a new CEO of the race. His name was Knut Frostad from Norway. He'd done the G-Juice campaign in the 01-02 race and a few other campaigns. So he was a sailor for the first time. So Knut came on board with a lot of energy and visions, together with a board that he reported to, consisting of Volvo management.
For me, the question was always, what does Volvo want out of this? And I think for Volvo Group, the key thing was engage as many clients as possible for as long as possible. That they come to the event, experience it, and they go home and they continue to follow it. And for people to do that, they need to feel this is a big event. The world is following this event.
Volvo wanted to take the race to important markets. Brazil is a given. United States is important, of course. UK, Sweden. We went up to Abu Dhabi and finally went up to China, Sanya and Qingdao. Why? Of course, because we wanted to achieve results in those markets.
The interesting thing about both owning a race and sponsoring a race and organizing the race is, of course, that we could have quite a lot of influence on where the boats would go, where the stopovers would be.
We obviously work close with Volvo and Volvo Group and discuss what are the key markets, not only the key markets today, but what are going to be the key markets long term and in the future.
We have really invested time and money to let the race village grow and making it interesting for the general public, but also for the media and our customers. We wanted a Volvo home in each race village, and we call it the Volvo Pavilion.
And that involved incredibly, and we had a hospitality manager in the end, and it became sit-down dinners for 200 people with a show.
That pavilion we developed during 3 races, made it more and more sophisticated, more and more Volvo branded, and better lounge feeling upstairs.
Volvo Group used this to activate their clients and have a meeting place, a unique meeting place with the clients. And for me, that has been the biggest game changer.
And thanks to those investments in the race village, we have seen a gradual growth of number of visitors from a few hundred thousands to the top 4 million.
Although Volvo continued to develop both the race itself and the race village experience, the cornerstone for owning the race never changed over the 20 years.
In everything we do in the Volvo Ocean Race during 20 years, the customer is at the center.
Jag följde ju Whitbread Round the World Race väldigt mycket och blev väldigt glad när Volvo köpte så att säga den delen. Så att säga, för då såg jag en möjlighet att kanske komma iväg och få titta på något race. Va?
The business audience is the most attractive audience that this race has compared to any other sport property. On average, they show up for 48 hours. 48 hours. Only for Volvo. No competitors around. and it's a unique situation. It's very hard to do that somewhere else.
To get such a promotion opportunity for our customers, that was almost too good to be true.
Now, since we tied this electricity inauguration to the race, we actually made a bus stop. So when you come to the race, you enter this library. And the whole thing is to illustrate that the future electric bus is silent, and you can even bring it into a library.
And I think for a company like Volvo Group, a business-to-business company, this is unique. to be able to be the host of such a large global business event with so many different people attending means that if your guests are there as well, you know, they meet other people that are interesting as well.
Affärssidan då i detta läget, eller business-sidan, den har ju varit just konferenserna och diskussionerna mycket med Volvo och folk, och man har haft olika program. Vi har träffat på människor från de lokala delarna av världen som har berättat om hur det är att göra affärer där, och det har ju varit väldigt intressant, även om det inte har varit så mycket utbyte med affärer där, utan ju mest med Volvo.
To bring our guests, our customers out on the ocean, either on a charter boat with maybe 100 people, or in a most exclusive way on a sailing boat, a racing boat, for an input race. And that's like sitting next to Lewis Hamilton in Formula One, driving the car, here you're driving the boat. That is something that money cannot buy, but we could offer. The race also gave us a possibility to connect to many celebrities around the world. Carl Philip was a patron of the race, and he attracted in his turn the royal house of Spain. Of course, we also had sports celebrities like the tennis player Nadal, hockey players from Sweden. That of course created some buzz with some famous people meeting our customers, meeting the general public in the race village. The third area that we focused on is internal motivation, and I've seen quite a few incentive programs. Then we had so many different conferences and guest speakers motivating people in leadership or in conflict treatment or team building. So there are many examples of how you can do it to raise internal motivation using the platform of the Volvo Ocean Race. But no one is close to the numbers that we have attracted when it comes to media and visitors in the race village and the corporate guests. So yeah, during 20 years we learned and we developed, and we should be very proud of it.
Somehow in this race, Volvo achieved what everyone is dreaming of.
We were very pleased when we heard the sailors refer to the race just as the Volvo, because we never said that ourselves. We said the Volvo Ocean Race, and then they said the Volvo.
You know, one of the key reasons why Volvo achieved what they did, why they managed to get the whole world to say Volvo, Volvo, Volvo for free, you know, in all the TV stations and the media everywhere, is also because they stayed for so long.
We already recognized as a premium brand, but the Volvo Ocean Race helped to be better, to increase this reputation, this image. No doubt about this.
Volvo is always long-term in sponsorship, and it's been 20 years in tennis, golf, equestrian, and we reached that now in Volvo Ocean Race, saying that always leave the party at its best, and that's what we're doing. And we feel happy about what we have achieved during those 20 years.
Thank you very much, Volvo, for everything that you've done for us in sailing. So have a good night.